everyone. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome to the family. Anyways, guys, so today I have some interesting to talk about. It's not really, I think it's interesting. I think it's a very dangerous time to be a new friendship in this generation that we live in. I think it's a dangerous time to be umgani or new in somebody's life, because friendships in this century is crazy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just like, girl, are you sure? You know? You real? You real about that one? You know? So let's talk all things friendship. All right. First thing on my list, guys, praying for your friends. I be hearing people like, oh my gosh, girl, I got you. Girl, I have your back. Girl, I will. Guys, if you're not praying for me, you don't have my back. If you're not protecting me spiritually and covering me in the spiritual realm, if you're not covering me with the blood of Jesus, you do not have my back. And I do not believe Uguti ungpete if awangpati spiritually. It just doesn't make sense to me. If we have formed a union together. And also another thing while I'm on that, guys, relationships are not the only things that you guys bring to God. People just be forming friendships and then just friends. Guys, you bring your friend to God. You join in union with God. Maybe not the way in like marriage, obviously, because the terms and conditions with marriage are different. But I still feel like this whole, if you have a friend, you doing life with this person, irregardless if uhlala nabo every single day, you guys, you see your friend, their habits influence your life, their choices influence your life. There is no way on earth you can spend so much time with someone and their personal life not infiltrates with your life in some way. You know what I mean? So I think it's really important that if you're joining with someone, bring it to God. Bring your friendships to God. Oh hey bestie, let's link up. Njani uNkulunkulu ningakamlinki up nan. Don't link up with your friends near my dating before you bring God into that friendship, because that's why you will see dust in friendships. It's for that very reason. You guys are so quick to put God in the center of your romantic relationships. But when it comes to friendships, it's just like, you know what? It's not that serious. Girl, it's very serious. It is very, very, very serious, because let me tell you, a lot of people think that their biggest haters are people on social media. No, honey, it's the people around you, the people in your circle, the people in your family. Those are your biggest ops. And you know why? Because the devil plays like that. He doesn't play far from you. No, honey, he plays close, so that you will not see him coming. And I think that's why people don't realize, oh, no, this girl was actually, or this guy was actually playing with me the entire time. I didn't see it. Because why? You're looking for your haters in the crowd, honey. Your haters are not in the crowd. They are near you. So if you think it's not important for you to put your friendships in front of God, then, honey, you will see. Guys, you will see. Because once you're yoked with someone spiritually, God has put your friendship in the spiritual realm, where it's just like, in the spirit, do you know what I mean? And God will, by all means, show you if this person is actually your friend, or is actually long-term, or are they for a specific season, or is this a long-term friend, or is this someone who wants to be friends with you for a specific reason? Because also, you need to understand that also some people are for a specific season, right? That's okay. I won't necessarily dispute that, but I still think that it is important for you to put your relationships with your friends in front of God, so that when that time comes, you understand that this person was for a specific season in your life and now they're gone, and there's nothing wrong with that. That was necessarily God's plan. But because people just go around adopting friends, and then when things crumble, it's like, oh my gosh, God, like, oh, you didn't warn me, like, I didn't see this coming, like, how could they do this? But you didn't ask, you just did. You didn't ask God, you didn't put it before him, you just made your own decisions, and now there's cake in your face, and now it's like, oh God, why didn't you do this, why didn't you do that? But why is the friendship over? But you didn't allow God into that space. You didn't allow God to show you. So I think that's important, guys. Put your relationships before God. But I was still on the topic of praying for your friends. I think it's so important. I think it is so important, because I know personally, I'm not that friend where you can just be like, oh chumi, like let's go out this weekend, and I can 100% be like, no, I'll be there. Or masek puma, I am that friend who just becomes scarce. They know that masek shubile, mabati, girl, there's this going on, I need you to be there for me. Like, I am there. I'm that friend who sticks through the storm. I am that friend who will hold you down. Like, no matter what is happening in your life, just know that you're not fighting the battle alone, because ngikona solwa soy too. In the spiritual realm, this is me. Come here. It's me. Like, my friends know. Maybe in other instances, like going out, romanticizing impilo with your friends, I'm not always going to be 100% on my game there. But one thing about me spiritually with my friends, and Maseguti, I need to be there for someone. I am on top of my game. That is just where I thrive in a friendship. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like my friends know that when it comes to that, we're here, I got them. And I think it is so important. And I know that my friends got me like that spiritually too, We're covering each other. This union is covered by God, yes, but we're covering each other as well, because weapons are not only formed on me, and her individually or him individually, but there's weapons formed against our friendship. So we need to be fighting for each other spiritually. Like, what else then? Because then we're just letting the devil take away things in our life that mean so much to us, because we're not willing to make the effort to fight for our friendships as well. Like, I hear people be like, oh, fight for my marriage. But yes, fight for your marriage, Sisi. Fight for your marriage, Booty. But fight for your friends as well. Just making friends, guys. Like, what's the point? I know, like, I agree with this YOLO thing, ne? But to a certain extent, because I feel like people overplay it, or overdo it, overdo it. YOLO ukuze kufike nini. Yes, you only live once, but that is your only opportunity to make good friends. That is your only opportunity to be a good friend. You know what I mean? Because yes, YOLO, it's nice, YOLO, manse patin, it's nice, YOLO, ebum nandin. But when it's down to the serious things and you lose something that had so much value that you could have protected, then uyolo sega hambil, uyolo sega pumil. Now it's no longer YOLO. Now it's should have, could have, would have. Don't waste those opportunities because you only live once. No, yes, you only live once, but that means you only have one opportunity to value the things that are important to you, to protect the things that are important to you, and to secure the things that are important to you. You know what I mean? Something else on my list. Okay, I was watching this podcast by Jay Shetty. I feel like I always make reference to Jay Shetty. Shout out that nigga. Like, he is so talented in terms of asking questions. Like, he just asks the right questions all the time, you know? So, yeah, he was just having a conversation with, I think it was the one with Kim Kardashian. And they were just speaking about Uguti, where you are in life is not where your friend is in life. And truly having love for someone is allowing them to level up in their path and not level up in your path. Because too often we think our friends are setting us back because we expect them to be where we are in our lives. You know what I mean? Without realizing that your friend is on a whole different journey. You should, as a friend, you should be able to see, Uguti, my friend has made progress. She's healed. She's grown. She's moving forward in her journey and not your journey. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so easy to be like, oh no, I'm here in life and my friend is setting me back. But you haven't taken a moment to just look back and see, Uguti, how are they doing in their life, in their circumstances, and in the position that life has put her in? How is she moving forward in her journey and not in your journey? You know what I mean? And I think, wow, it just spoke to me in terms of just compassion and being gentle and showing mercy to your friends as well. Because I be hearing, I have a husband checklist, I have a boyfriend checklist. But with friends, it's just like, yeah, whoever comes in, I will see. Mases ngenile kuti vele are we? Is this my person or not? And people just go by, am I vibing with you? Okay, you know what? Let's just move along. But anyway, yeah. First step, check the values, check the morals, check the principles. If that is there, then you can trust that even if umuntu is going through something, you know, Uguti, there was a reason that brought you there. And just because you are, or you have healed, or you have moved forward in your journey, don't expect that on somebody else, or expect their healing process or their journey to look like yours. Because quite frankly, God is dealing with the next person differently from how they're dealing with you. You know, that's why God says be compassionate, be gentle, and be merciful, because he knows that the way he's dealing with you is not necessarily the same way he's dealing with the next person. And how they heal, how they respond is not the same. You know what I mean? So it is important for you to understand that, firstly, if your union is in God, you know God is in control. You know God is in the center. You can trust that God is dealing with the next person the way he plans on dealing with them. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's not your job to be like, no, this could be better, you should be doing this. Yes, give your friends constructive criticism, but love them gently, love them compassionately, love them with mercy, and understand that you guys are on different paths. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm saying it is so important to pray for your friendships. Because how are you going to understand all of this when you don't even, this friendship, ikale kuphi, isuka kuphi, iyaphi, you guys are just friends, okwamanje. Okay. Next point. I touched on this topic a little, where it's just like we underplay like the role of friendships in our lives as opposed to relationships. You know, people are so quick to prioritize boyfriends and girlfriends and have checklists and all of these things, but with friendships it's just like, it's just another thing. And quite frankly, honey, brother, it's not just another thing. It is very important, guys, because the people that you pick up, the spirits is a spirit that you're picking up. We are spirit before we are flesh. So whatever you see on the outside in umuntu is not necessarily what they hold on the inside. So it is important for you to pick up people who are like you. But how are you going to see if umuntu is like you? You got to pray about it. You got to ask God about it. You got to confirm it in the spirit. You know what I mean? You can't just be like picking up people, dude, because you don't know people's lives. You don't know their generations before and the things that they carry right now in the present. So it's important to protect yourself as well. People are so big on protecting themselves and having boundaries in relationships, but they have zero boundaries in friendships. And you don't realize what spirits you're picking up. Guys, people are carrying a whole lot. And the sooner people realize that abantu baphethe, they are carrying izinto. People are carrying things that they are not even aware of. But because you have not equipped yourself, you haven't protected yourself, you haven't asked God about anything, uzozbona ukuthi at the end, uzozbona ukuthi, hey, no man, it's going to be too late. But obviously, the God we serve, wow, he's so merciful. He will take you out of that situation, but it's something that could have been avoided only if you really prioritized and didn't underplay friendship nomuntu, and you really saw it as, okay, fine, this is also a union, not as marriage, but this is a friendship. A friendship is a union, you know, and it is something that needs to be put in front of God as well. You know what I mean? You can't just wake up one day and collect friends, guys. Who are you when Nasars busy? We are collect. We are collector. And then at the end of the day, you're the trained one. You're the hurt one. You're the traumatized one. Because what? You just went and picked up friends along the way. It is give friendships time as well. You know, how you guys prioritize talking stages and stuff in relationships and whatever. Like, give a friendship that time as well. Let a friendship blossom. Don't immediately just into umuntu and then all of a sudden it's just like you realize that, okay, wait a minute, this person is not the same person I met, and quite frankly I'm meeting a whole different person, and this is taking a toll on me, this is traumatizing me, you know. But had that been a relationship, that boundary would have been there. But because it's just a friendship, and friendship is just held so loosely in today's society that people don't have boundaries, number one, in friendships, or don't even let friendships develop as well, where it's just like you also go through that, you know, that stage in your friendship where you have your walls up, but I'm still keen on getting to know you, you know, I'm still keen on making the effort to see you, but you know, my walls are up a bit just to see a situation, just to experience you in different seasons, in different situations, in different circumstances, you know. Because now when you don't do that, now you're in too deep and umuntu sekakubonisa film, then you want to be like operating on 1,000 euros per hour. Yo. Because we have go, because if friendship is, yeah. I'm not perfect. My friendships are not perfect. But with this knowledge that I do have, and I feel like, you know what? Praying for your friendships will save you. You will learn so much when you pray for the people in your life and you pray for your guys' unions and you put your unions before God. That is just the general message for today. Don't just go picking up friends because you don't know what you're inviting into your spirit. You don't know their lives, you don't know their family histories, and you don't know what they carry. And you are creating a space where you are inviting such things into your life without realizing, you know? Let God into that space. Let God into that friendship. So yeah, guys, that is it for today. Yeah, that is it for today, guys. I am Bokamuso Makuzi. I am Bokamuso Max, darling. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took something from this video, and I hope that you guys are well, and I hope that you guys stay blessed, and I pray that the Lord may bless each and every person watching this video and who is subscribed to my channel, and even those who aren't. I love y'all. Bye, guys.